Hello, and welcome to the third video in our WordPress tutorial series. In this episode, we'll be showing the differences between posts and pages, logging into the WordPress dashboard to access the site controls, exploring the dashboard and becoming oriented with the layout, and finally, using the assets we prepared in the previous video to add new posts. So what are posts and pages? A page is simply a static page that stands alone. It might be a home page, a sales page, a product information page, or maybe a contact page. An important concept to understand is the content area, which contains our posts or pages which are added and edited using the WordPress editor. The rest of the page layout is controlled by the theme, which we will discuss in a subsequent video, but for now we're only concentrating on the content area. The blog index is basically a list of the posts in descending date order. If we click on it, we get taken to the single blog post, which is another type of page. Posts can have many uses. They can be news or announcements, a series of articles that relate to the subject of your website, or whatever you decide. They can include images and video and can be grouped into categories, which we'll cover in a later video. As each post is added, it goes to the top of the list on the blog index page, so you can understand why they are ideal for current offers or promotions. In our layout, which simulates the website we're going to build, we've added clickable links, so when you click on a post excerpt, you'll be taken to the full post or article, just as you would on the real site. To recap, this is the blog index page and everything but the content area is greyed out. This is a single blog post or article. And this is a static page which is going to be our home page. This diagram should demonstrate how they work together. WordPress is quite clever in that it recognizes what type of content goes into each type of page. All you have to do is add new page content or post content in the post or page editor, and it automatically places this content into the correct container or content area inside the page layout. This is the WordPress post and page editor, and as you can see, there is little difference between adding page content or post content. This is an example of a typical WordPress post announcing a jazz night for our cocktail bar. That's enough of the theory. Now let's take a look at WordPress. To access the dashboard or backend, which is your control center for WordPress, we need to access the login screen by typing the domain name appended by /wp-admin. The login username and password will be the ones you set up when you installed WordPress. In case you need it, we have separate videos on setting up a domain name, hosting, and installing WordPress available on our website. This is what you'll see when you first log in, the WordPress dashboard. At the top, there are some help guides and a button to customize the look of your site, or more specifically, the current theme. There are various options where you can change colors, add background images, or specify whether the front page is a static page or the blog index page. This is the default WordPress 2020 theme, but we'll be showing you how to change themes for a different look and why we're recommending the premium Headway theme for more layout control. Back on the dashboard, in addition to helpful links, you can see a summary of posts, pages, categories, tags and discussions on your site. Any recent comments, if you've decided to allow comments on your posts. There are new plugin suggestions. On the right is a quick press editor where you can very quickly add a basic blog post without having to go to the normal WordPress post editor. At the top of the window is a Screen Options button which lets you customize your dashboard layout by selecting or deselecting the checkboxes. Also, the respective panels can be moved or rearranged as you like, simply by dragging them. The Posts tab lets you see or edit all posts, add new ones, or add categories and tags to describe your posts. The Media tab gives you access to your uploaded images and files and allows you to upload new ones or link to a file already on the web. Here you can add or edit pages as opposed to posts. Comments gives you access to all of the comments on your site where you can approve, edit or delete them. Appearance gives you lots of control over your site and allows you to change themes for a different look. Plugins extend the features of WordPress and allow you to add many features without hand coding and are one of the fantastic strengths of WordPress. Here you can add or amend users. Settings are split into several sections which we will be going over in a separate video. If you want to see your live website or front end, just click here. As you can see, WordPress sites are usually built and updated online, so it's vital you have a good backup system, which again we'll cover in a later video. By default, the home page is the blog index, but we'll be changing that later. Don't worry that this looks nothing like our layout at the moment. The look and feel is dictated by the theme, and as we said earlier, this is the default theme we're seeing at the moment. When you change the theme, only the layout changes, but the content remains the same, so you can change theme without affecting existing posts or page content. This is the default sample page, and by clicking on the Only Blog Post listing, we get taken to the single post page. To add a new post, just click here, or here. We'll open the original layout we created in Apple Keynote to remind us what we're adding. This is our plain text copy that we created in the previous video, from which we'll now copy and paste into WordPress. We'll also need to add the image from our Assets folder. Just click on the Add Media button to access the media browser. Here you can just drag and drop the image and insert it. Add an alt text description to help with SEO and click Insert into Post. Once the image is added to the post editor, we can edit it by hovering over it and clicking the Edit button, then centering the image. Just hit Publish and View Post to see it live on the web. And there we have it, instant publishing and no coding. If we decide to do some further editing, it's very easy with the desktop publishing style tools. Just update and preview to see the amends. Let's create one more just so you're comfortable with adding posts. Back on our Live Site tab, we'll just refresh the screen to update and our new post appears at the top of the blog index page. In case you're wondering why the index page looks different from the layout, the current theme displays are full posts on the index page, where some other themes allow you to have just an excerpt of each post and a Read More button. Although you can do this manually if you wish. Clicking on it takes us to the single post with a comment section just below it. That's all we have time for in this episode, so thanks for watching and we hope you found it useful. Hopefully you can see the benefit of this workflow so far. By using a rapid prototyping system like Keynote, we can make the creative decisions early. And once everything's approved, creating the assets first makes for fast and easy WordPress development. The next few videos will be taking us through WordPress in more detail as we continue to build our Santé cocktail bar website. We hope that you'll join us, and if you want to stay updated, just join our free Wired Into the Web Inbox magazine email list on our website. See you next time.
Oh, Mario, is it real? No one has to know.